very good evening to you watching Westnile Television. Today is the 19th of October and my name is Farish Majid with the NILE CAST News Bulletin that runs every Mondays to Fridays. And today, let's first have a look at some of the stories making it in the headlines before we get to give you the news bulletin in detail. In the headlines tonight, Westnile LRA war victims protest over their compensation. Pakwat district celebrates belated independence celebrations with a call for unity. And councillors, LC1s and 2s in 6 sub-counties engage their district over ex gratia. This and more in the NILE CAST News Bulletin. Alright, welcome back once again. Thank you so much for joining us for the NILE CAST News Bulletin. And starting it off from Arua City, a group of Lord Resistance Army War survivors in Westnile sub-region have today marched to the Presidential State Lodge in Arua City in order to protest against the government for failing to compensate them despite their several pleas to have them compensated. Take a look at the story. A group of Lord Resistance Army War survivors have today marched to the Presidential State Lodge in Arua City in order to demonstrate over failure by the government to compensate them. Group marched peacefully, carrying placards containing their grievances and failure by the government to compensate them for the losses incurred about 25 years ago. A total of 1,102 people are demanding the government 99,884 million lost during the LRA insurgency in the northern Uganda. The group say failure by the government to compensate them has put them at extreme suffering. This to them is due to the losses they incurred.
Possibly brought to Uganda, so they have to tell us that we're in Congo. There's no problem.
Yes.
Huh? If the government can use billions and billions to chase Kony in Karamba, why not to compensate us? Look at this one here. This is a bullet wound. This is a bullet wound. I could have died in the bush here. Even my barrel was put down. My barrel was I arrived home when my people are celebrating my barrel.
We want President's attention here because I failed to receive it.
We lost our people. When it's the time for voting, they're coming to us. They're coming to beg us to vote. They're coming to request us to vote, and we're ever voting. We are here suffering. We are here suffering. Our people are dead. We don't know our dead bodies. We don't know our wealth. We don't know what our things have gone, but we are here suffering. Government of Uganda.
These are the both arms. This one, there is a bullet in it. This one got a fracture. Have you seen this?
One is here.
You see how I suffer?
I was about to be eaten by lion.
You see how we suffer?
By lion.
How you see?
That was in 1996.
This is how I suffer in the Mulago. My neighbor here was shot and killed.
Atua John, the chairperson of the group, says that the demonstration is to seek for the president's intervention since efforts to have the money have failed on deaf ears.
We want him to help us now because he has given a direction to permanent secretary, to Attorney General to pay us. Now permanent secretary means has blocked us. He's here above the president, so we want president to address us. That is all.
Recently, the government of Uganda compensated the LRA war victims of Acholi and some parts of with the LRA war victims of Westnile. And recently, during the NRM manifesto reading, 30 billion was allocated for the compensation of war victims in Lango, Westnile, Acholi and Teso, which hasn't been effected in Westnile sub-region till date. Farish Majid, Westnile TV, NILE CAST. Alright, and more in our stories. 6 sub-county chairpersons, councillors and local council 1s and 2s from Moyo district have this morning engaged the district leadership about the irregularities concerning their ex gratia which has not been paid in the last quarter of the last financial year. This revelation was made today during a meeting at the boardroom. Take a look at the story.
The visibly angry-looking chairpersons and councillors stormed the offices of the chairman local council 5 demanding answers pertaining their ex gratia which has since not been paid. Honorable Andu Richard Opeli, the vice local council 5 chairman who chaired the meeting, urged the lower local council leaders to exercise patience as the key district leaders who are overseeing the matter are out of the district for official duty.
amagama ekwe. That is your right. Aivo kimanzo malisi yore kole agolo kesi nita submit the kwafangwa so it is be attached as police keep be kaka on evidence.
Mr. Amaroma George Williams, the Assistant Chief Administrative Officer Moyo, who represented the Chief Administrative Officer, also re-echoed the same plea of the councillors being patient and also encouraged them to take the matter to police if they wish to do so, since it's their right to demand for what is truly theirs.
Way forward or a sewer. Ke anyavuka kesi register kanane na anya right na gana ada anyambakwe au sene to sera dikelo kanane ansaka another option.
Honorable Duty Francis Aulogo, the local council 3 chairperson Aluru sub-county, say his councillors and the local council 1s and 2s have threatened to down their tools if their monies are not paid, something he said will create a very big gap in service deliveries should they insist on doing so. Therefore, he requested the district leaders to act fast so as to avoid such problems.
As I talk, the last financial year, the last report has not been given. Up to now, as I talk, it has not been given to the 6 sub-counties. So we have been following this issue in the district. We have been following through the clerk of the council in the district, through the COW, NC5. But as I talk, up to now, nothing has been yet. So we are not happy of it. So that's why we are gathered here. Our request today. We are going back with this money. If the money is not there, my honorable councillors, they said we are going to put down their tools.
Honorable Tiondi Dominic, the local council 3 chairperson Lefori, urged the district to devise means of getting money to pay the councillors their ex gratia as they continue to push for the already misappropriated money so as to safeguard the situation from escalating into some problems.
Saying that there is no way that the district can recover this money through district's fund. But me personally, I'm requesting that the district has to take some measures. The aspect that whereby they can take administrative measures against the errand officer, but besides taking the administrative measures or disciplinary action against the errand officer, they have to look way forward of how they can get money or borrow internally to fix where these councillors have to get this money. This is my opinion, and I think if district can take it positively, it will ease our work with the local people.
Honorable Agachara Emmanuel, the Speaker Laropi Sub-County, blamed the office of the Chief Administrative Officer for failing to take up the matter of the ex gratia serious, saying there must be some conspiracy about the embezzled money, but pledged his support to fight till when the perpetrators are brought to book. The ex gratia for the councillors and the local council 1s and 2s in 6 sub-counties for the last quarter of the financial year 2022-2023 has not been paid, yet the money was released by the government to the district, and the district confirmed that the money was handed over to Miss Akelo Susan, the then clerk to council. But however, since then, she failed to hand over the money to the councillors, claiming the money got lost from her home, something which has raised concerns among the public and the district leadership, who then asked her to recover the money. However, several meetings have been summoned in a bid to recover the over 10 million shillings, but none bared fruits. This made the Chief Administrative Officer to write an interdiction letter to her for 6 months and tasked her to recover the money. The ex gratia is a small token given to the lower local councils and local council 1 and 2s as a motivation for their services rendered to the communities. The money is paid on quarterly basis, with each councillor and local council chairperson 1s and 2s receiving 30,000 shillings per quarter, but only 4 sub-county out of the 10 sub-counties in the district only managed to get their monies, which has angered the 6 sub-counties and demanded for justice. I'm Dominic Anthony Okumu for Westnile TV, Nile Cast.
And more in our stories. The Office of the Prime Minister has today empowered religious leaders in Greater Nebi through giving them iron sheets to roof their churches. Alfred Jawok filed the story.
While commissioning the distribution of iron sheets to the beneficiaries at Nebi District Local Government Headquarters this morning, Grace Kuyochin Freedom, the State Minister for Northern Uganda, who was represented by Nebi Resident District Commissioner Robert Abak, said, in many times, religious leaders have been sidelined to benefit from government programs. He added that the iron sheets will empower them to preach good news about God and government if well used.
Of its intended purpose. There are situations where you find people diverting. We are going to use it for catechist house, for reverence house. No, this one is strictly for the churches, the two churches. Please use it for that.
Patricia Nyito, the Community Development Officer, Rehabilitation Program, Northern Uganda, in the Office of the Prime Minister, said the beneficiaries were selected upon their applications to request for help from the Prime Minister's office to roof their churches. According to Nyito, the iron sheets will be distributed to Nguyam Church of Uganda, Nyaravur Parish Church of Uganda, and Owilo Church of Uganda, respectively.
2 months ago, we were here to assess Nguyam Church of Uganda and St. Peter's Erusi because of the application they made. We followed an application they made. We came and assessed their readiness to qualify for iron sheets, and we found that all of their buildings were above ring beam level. That is why they were awarded. We are avoiding these scenarios where somebody says, I got iron sheets in my backyard. They applied and we responded. And we agreed with them that within 3 months from the day iron sheets are handed over, they will be able to roof the structures, and we shall continue monitoring them.
Emmanuel Orombi, Nebi District Chairperson, appealed to the Office of the Prime Minister to further expedite the process to help other churches, which their requests were sent to the Prime Minister's office. He applauded NRM government for its continuous support to the people in Greater Nebi districts and West Nile as a whole.
As they were assessing these ones, there were 2 churches that were also assessed. That is one in Omoyo and one in Nampin in Nebi, Catholic churches. My prayer is that they will also respond. So I want to also request that you fasten the process and they also receive. But it's also my gratefulness on behalf of people of Nebi that we have, for once, we have government that can listen to us.
In the meantime, Canon Anna Uramchamo, a member of Owilo Parish Church of Uganda and one of the beneficiaries, applauded the government for their initiative to think about religious leaders. She urged other beneficiaries not to sell the iron sheets given to them, but to make them in good use.
The Bible says, ask, it will be given. Knock, it will be opened. And today, I've come to prove that when you ask and you knock faithfully, the Lord will answer your prayers. So on behalf of the beneficiaries, I want to say thank you to the Office of Prime Minister and even the team who moved around to monitor the activities on the ground.
The iron sheets distributions will be for Nebi, Pakwach, Zombo, Amoro, Terego, among others. Alfred Jawok, Westnile TV, Nile Cast.
And more in our stories. As the national celebrations took place at Kitgum District Farm Institute, Kitgum Municipality under the theme Sustaining a United and Progressive Nation, Taking Charge of Our Future as a Free Nation, the event has been marked as a sense of unity and national pride during the 61st independence celebrations. His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, President of Uganda, emphasized political integration and elimination of corruption and sectarianism. Uganda's independence is annually celebrated on 9th of October. This is to affirm gaining independence from the Great Britain in 1962. And that story?
During the celebration, the Pakwach Resident District Commissioner Paul Esero, who was the chief guest, has called upon leaders in Pakwach District to be united to foster development in the district. He made the remark this afternoon while celebrating belated Independence Day celebrations for Pakwach District. The RDC noted that there is disunity among some leaders in the district due to political differences.
As district leaders, we agreed that today we must have these celebrations belated. For that matter, I want to congratulate the district leadership. Thank you so much for organizing this wonderful and successful function.
Pakwach District Chairperson Robert Omitostin equally used the same event to highlight the demand of the leaders from government to upgrade Pakwach Bridge into a modern bridge like Ginger, as this will boost water transport with neighboring country like DR Congo, among others.
And the design of that new Pakwach Bridge should clearly provide for the free navigation of the water vessel, because the Nile Basin countries have already consented. You are aware, I was the one who made presentation on behalf of Uganda in that international conference. General Wamala was our lead, but he just said, young man, it is your agenda, present. So all our issues on Pakwach, the available opportunities as that how the Tororo, Gulu, Pakwach railway line will link with the water transport and also the road network establishment from Democratic Republic of Congo, Panyimur, Pakwach, Rhino Camp up to Dufule in Moyo. The linkage between the three.
In the same event, Chief Administrative Officer Pakwach District Moses Arake Dalili expressed his disappointment over the misuse of parish development model funds by some beneficiaries in Panyango sub-county, Panyimur, among other sub-counties in the district. Dalili said most of PDM beneficiaries divert their funds in buying music systems, polygamous lifestyles, among others.
Money and diverting it with impunity. If somebody's enterprise got rearing, after getting the money from the bank or to your phone account through the Wendy program, the people run to the market and they are buying mattresses. The young people are buying what we call hoofa. You call it here lepo. So they buy those things which are inconsistent with the initial design of the program. So I want to appeal to you to stop that.
The belated National Independence Day celebration for Pakwach District was celebrated under the theme Sustaining a Uganda and Progressive Nation, Taking Charge of Our Future as a Free Nation. Alfred Jawok, Westnile TV, NILE CAST.
All right, welcome back from that break, and now taking you to Acholi sub-region. Gulu City has introduced a new system to all motorists in the city. The one-way system is introduced to help decongest some of the busy streets in the city as it helps rearrange the transport system in the city. Stephen Okello filed the story.
Boda riders in Gulu City are being slapped with a fine of 100,000 shillings for not adhering to the one-way street system currently introduced in the city.
We have started a very serious implementation, enforcement, because Gulu City has been very disorganized. They violate the one way, and this one way does not mean and exclude motorcycles. It is all. Once it is a motorist, you must follow, you must comply. If you don't, we shall handle you with a hard hand, which includes impounding your motorcycle, that inconveniencing you, giving you receipts. For motorcycle, you pay instant. That is careless under code 11, which amounting to 100,000. You pay either in the bank or through mobile money. And if we find those who are not willing, court is also ready.
Despite facing a lot of criticism from the motorists, Deputy Speaker Gulu City Council, Lamex Akana, confirmed that the city authority, together with police, is currently on the street enforcing this new initiative.
I think as Gulu City Council, we've done a lot of sensitization for all motorists, but also including pedestrians. So, because we know today somebody is walking, the next day he could be riding or driving. So we've gone to the radios. It is on notice boards. So we do not expect anybody to violate this. You see, the problem is people do not want to follow the laws. By just seeing those signposts at all entrances to those streets, you know that this one, I cannot drive upwards, I can only enter from up coming downwards.
However, the motorists, including Boda Boda in the city, who appreciate the initiative, are complaining that they are not properly sensitized.
Very many Boda Boda riders are being involved in road accident because they don't know how to use the road.
Geoffrey Ola, a Boda Boda man in Gulu City, appreciated the city authority for introducing the one-way street system, saying it will help to reduce road accidents within the city. ASP Lachien Utira Patrick, OC Traffic, Greater Gulu, says for the last few days they have started implementing this new initiative. People are complying.
We have started a very serious implementation, enforcement, because Gulu City has been very disorganized. They violate the one way, and this one way does not mean and exclude motorcycles. It is all. Once it is a motorist, you must follow, you must comply. If you don't, we shall handle you with a hard hand, which includes impounding your motorcycle, that inconveniencing you, giving you receipts. For motorcycle, you pay instant. That is careless under code 11, which amounting to 100,000. You pay either in the bank or through mobile money.
Approximately, Gulu City has over 12,000 Boda Boda riders, and most of the victims of this new one-way street system by the city council are those coming from the rural area surrounding the city. Stephen Okello for Westnile Television, NILE CAST.
All right, our dear viewer, then that story concludes our news bulletin this evening, and today I've been Farish Majid. Let's catch up again till next time. For now, I'm out.